She is an older dog, and if I remember correctly, she does not like the sound of the blow dryer. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cover her ears up. This is called a happy hoodie. It just closes her ears so the dryer's not that loud. Go ahead and dry her face and put her away for a few minutes. Then I'll get her back out and finish drying her on the table after I clean up my mess in the tub. Okay. Just gonna hook her up and finish blow drying her. She's still a little bit wet. Her feet are wet. This dryer I have out here is not as loud as the one I have in the back, so I'm not gonna cover her ears. She'll be okay. Sprayed and disinfected my blade. I'm going to use a 7 blade. Just take her nice and short. I like everything short and just trimming up the tail. All right, I just shaved about 1 inch at the base of her tail. And now I'm going to brush it out and trim it up. She's got some tangles in there. So I'm just going to use my thinning shears to thin it out, brush it out, and trim it up. Getting ready to trim her feet up and cut her nails. Just going to go over her front leg one more time before I trim it up. She is an old dog, so she's wiggly. I'm working my way around to her head. Her body is done. Her nails are cut. Her tail is trimmed up. She's getting basically the same length all over. She's getting her head the same length as her body. And some dogs grow hair in their ears and it needs to be pulled out with their grooming. But her hair is so tight in her ears, we don't pull it out because it's like almost torture. And just so you know, in case you don't know, some dogs grow hair in their ears and it has to be pulled out or they get ear infections. And normally your groomer would do that, but I'm not doing it to her, and we probably have not done that to her in over 10 years, and she's never gotten an ear infection. So I shave out the ear hole and I just leave it. And she does fine with that because, you know, it's really painful. I think she has bad teeth. She doesn't want her face touched. It's really painful to rip this hair out of these dogs' ears. So luckily she does not really need it done, or she hasn't. I'm going to use my 30 blade to shave the inside of her ears and just leave it. I'm having a hard time. I can't really shave her belly or under her arms because she's old and she's really stiff, and I can't really pull her legs out. It's hard to maneuver, if that makes sense. So she might still have some hairs tucked up under her arm, and I'm not really going to worry about it. I gotta check. I'm thinking she's probably 16 or so. I'm not sure. She's getting up there. I'm just going to show you all the hair in her ears. See how full of hair that is? I'm just going to shave it out. See all that hair that's still in there? See, it grows in the ear hole, on the inside of the ear. I'm just going to leave it. Just trimming up her ears. I'm going to go ahead and shave the corners of her eyes out. I'm going to use my comb to pull out all the hair, get it away from the skin so I don't have to scrape the skin, and lightly shave out the corners of her eyes. I'm using a 30 blade, but I'm not pressing. I'm just lightly scooping it out. Then I'm going to come back with my scissors and trim it up. I used a 7 blade on her face, which is the same blade I used on her body. I'm just going to come underneath and trim under her mouth. She's almost done. Neaten up her eyebrows. Guys, if you're trimming your dog's eyes, and you want to trim close, don't trim close like that. Take your fingers, pull the hair out from away from the skin like that, or with a comb. Pull it out. Don't press. Don't press on the skin. See how I'm doing that? Pull it out and then snip it off. Because if you cut your dog's skin, they're not going to let you cut their hair anymore. I mean, you're going to blow it because then they're not going to trust you. I mean, it happens sometimes, but I'm just saying. See how I take this comb and I just fluff it up and I pull it away from the skin. And then I can come back and kind of trim over it. Okay, she's ready to go. As you can see, she's nice and short. She's got her eyes fixed on that window because the window's cracked. She's just staring at the window, okay? Show everybody nice and short face. Just trim the tail nice and short. The veins in her nail is really long, so her nails, even though I cut them, they still look long, but that's as short as they're going to go. Since she's old, she probably doesn't walk much and she doesn't wear them down. So there's that. I'm going to get a baby wipe and some conditioning spray. Oop, there's a hair sticking up. There we go. I'm going to spray her down with conditioner. I didn't shave her face completely with a 10 blade because unless they ask me to, I don't like to take it that short because it can be really irritating. Some dogs' skin is very sensitive to short blades. So I have some water here. I'm just going to wipe her face off, make sure her eyes are clean. Let's see, and there's some hair sticking up, so I'm going to go back with my slightly curved scissors backwards and just snip off the corners there. And there we go. She has a mole right here, so I don't want to, or a wart. I'm going to get too close. Sometimes you're not going to be perfect, you know. It's better to be safe than sorry. Okay. Okay, so she wears a harness, so she cannot have a slip over the collar bandana. She is going to wear a tie-on bandana. Do you like that? No, she doesn't like it, but that's all we have. This has a little dog bone and a little diamond on it. How cute is that? And it just ties on. It's got a curved neckline, so it fits good and it's comfortable. Oh, and it's reversible. You are ready to go. Like I said, we don't pull the hair out of the ears. We are leaving the ears. If you can see, there's still hair in there. And she's never had an ear infection. So, tell everybody thanks for watching. Let's go.